It is hard to imagine. When I was, I'm not going to say what age, but when I was younger and watched Lion King for the first time in theater, and the 7 times over the following 3 weeks that I went back to see it again,
Thank you.
It was hard to imagine for me as an audience member thinking that this many years later we'd still be sitting here, still celebrating this film. As you guys were going through the process of bringing this movie to the screen, did you really, I mean, obviously you think you have something good on your hands, but did you really think you had something this special?
Not a chance. No, it was, you have to realize it was not called The Lion King when we started out. It was called King of the Jungle. And I had trouble getting people working on it because I would say it's this great story about a lion cub that gets framed for murder, and it's kind of like Hamlet, and Elton John's doing the music, and people would just like say, "Wow, you know, good luck with that." But the people that we did attract to the project were passionate about it, and they saw the chance to do something really special, allegory with animals. We got some amazing musicians like Elton and Tim and Hans Zimmer, especially Le Bohème, and suddenly we started to feel this kind of storm developing of great artists and ideas, and but it really wasn't until right before the movie came out where we thought we had something. Did we think it would be something we'd be sitting here talking about 17 years? No, no, that doesn't happen in the film business. So this is like winning the lottery. You know, it really is. It's like saying, wow, this is one of your children made it really big, and it's humbling. It's humbling to think audiences still have the interest that they do have in this film.
Now, we're really excited at AMC to have this film back on screens again. But give us a little bit of insight into what got the ball rolling to bring us to where we are today, that we're getting ready to see The Lion King on the big screen again.
Well, we had to get ready for technology to catch up to us. So, you know, at the exhibition level, there's wonderful digital cinema now in all of our theaters, and there's also great technology to be able to convert films into 3D that didn't exist, you know, probably even 5 years ago. When we finished Lion King, we stored it in levels. So the digital files, if you were to go to the shelf and pull off Lion King, the computer files were stored in levels, so it was somewhat ready for 3D, even though we thought it never existed back then. So we pulled those out, we dusted those off, and we created dimension between the characters. You know, so here's Pumbaa and Timon and Simba and Nala, and you had dimension built into those computer files, and then we would inflate those characters to create even more dimension. So it was a combination of some good luck of having the files stored in the right way, some brilliant people at Disney Animation who were able to convert the film into 3D, some great sound people who were able to do an immersive sound experience. So when you go to the AMC and see this film, you'll get this feeling like you're in the middle of the orchestra. And then that pristine, wonderful kind of film experience you get by going to a great theater. You're sitting there with your popcorn, the movie comes up, and you're totally immersed in it. And that's what Lion King 3 does. It just takes you to Africa and it immerses you in this 3D experience.
You know, it was weird watching the being at the press screening again and watching this for the first time on the big screen in years.
Yeah.
It just had me all over again. I was just completely taken. But I was taken by the timelessness of it. I mean, you could watch this. This could have come out just today.
Yeah.
And the story, the dialogue, everything is as relevant, crisp, and perfect today. What is it about The Lion King that makes it so, you know, transgenerational, that you could watch this almost any time and it's so timeless?
Well, 2 things. One is the magic of animation, because animation is kind of timeless. If you look, 1994 was a great year for films, and Lion King and Forrest Gump ruled that summer. Forrest Gump still holds up. It's a brilliant piece of film, but Lion King is timeless, and part of that's animation, and part of that is there's no hand of man in this movie. There's no tire tracks, there's no canteens, there's no sense of if this movie took place today or 1,000 years ago or 1,000 years from now. And I think that's what gives it its timelessness. There's no sense of a human time clock anywhere in the film. And then some of the big mythological themes of the film. It is a little bit Hamlet. It is a little bit, you know, Joseph from the Bible, and it has those themes to it that resonate for people.
Listen, thank you so much for bringing a film that's meant so much to so many of us to us, and we can't wait to have it on AMC screens again.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about putting this movie on your screens and having the audiences come and have that experience in that pristine environment of sound and light and everything else that you guys do, it's going to be a treat.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.